Hi, it's Georgia Phone Flies. Today we're going to tie a nice easy woolly booger, nice classic pattern. What I've got here is like a 3/4 inch hook. Okay, I've got some wire, got some green chenille, some black feathers, some marabou, and I think that's about all we need for this one. So before we even thread it, before we do anything, we're going to take a piece of wire. And I'm going to thread the wire just like I would. I'm going to attach the wire just like I'm threading it, staying off the eye. It's right about there. Give it 2 tight wraps. Okay, go all the way to the end. And I'm going to get about that far down the hook. Okay, so I'll take this piece off. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I've got some olive grab thread. You can use use whatever black thread would work fine too. Going a little bit before the eye, a little bit after the eye. Kind of build it up a little bit here. And I'm just going to wrap, just a quick wrap right over top of the copper. And I'm going to build it up behind the copper. Just a little behind the wire. Go right about there. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to pick out a nice piece of marabou. That's my favorite material right here to work with. We want a nice, what we're looking at is that kind of a piece right there. That looks like it was trimmed already. We don't want to use that. Turn it off a little bit. So what we want to do is we want to keep the material balanced. We want this to ride on top of the shank, and we want it a little bit balanced. So we don't want to tie it in just like this back here. Get right about there. And keep, then that's all I did is a nice, hold it tight with my fingers, nice loose wrap, and then a tight wrap. Okay, then we're going to trim this off of here. Now a lot of times what I do is I'll save some of this material right here because it makes nice dubbing. It makes nice dubbing, so you don't want to get rid of it. Make sure there's no wire sticking up. That first one in there. Okay, so now we got the tail end. Okay, that's in there nice. And the reason why we stopped the wire right there is because we tied that material in so it's not getting too bulky. Next thing I want to do is pick out a nice black feather. It's time for me to get some new feather, and some new feathers. I've been really tearing these apart lately. Just want a nice long one, nice even, like right there. This one will do. Alright, so what I was looking for is nice even feather. It's okay if it's a little bit away a little bit right there. We'll never even see that. So I want it to be decent long. Fibers to pull nice. Okay, so let's take off the junk toward the back here. Okay, I like that. come back to here. I just take a little pinch, just a little one, so it gives me something to tie to. So I'm going to hold this back here. Pull it back along with the marabou and tie it in. Okay, so the next thing I want to do, really simple, is I want to trim that feather. Okay, and last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a nice couple inch piece of okay, and I'm going to tie this in starting right about the same spot where I stopped the wire. And again, nice little pinch wrap. Pull it back a little bit. Okay, and wrap it right back to just a little bit past the shank. But right here. And we're going to bring this hook. Now we're going to wire it all, or now we're going to thread it all the way forward. I'm going to drop right about there. Okay, so all our material's tied in. Now, when I first did this, I was going this way when I'm tying in my thread, so I'm going to wrap this in this way, going over the top. And if you don't have a rotary vise, you can just wrap around. Careful laying it right next to the previous run. And when I get to the eye, nice and even, I'm going to cross the thread over or come from underneath. Okay, make sure I got him close enough. Yep. So now what I want to do is pick it up so my thread's on the bottom. I don't accidentally cut it off. Okay, so you have that off the hook and everything. This is nice. So now all I want to do is take this right here, take the feather, grab your hackle pliers, just grab that stem. On the thickest part of this would be the bottom part. Okay, now I'm going to wrap this one normal. So I'm going to be coming from underneath, and I'm going to be following my ridges. And what I'm doing on this little guy is I'm just skipping every other one. And if you start to get all where it doesn't look right, just back out. So you back out, start again. Because you want to get some nice even turns in here. So you're watching that stem make that same wrapping pattern all the way down. All the way down, and then where you threaded it, go all the way to the eye where you threaded it. Okay, and then wrap it once, come to the eye, wrap it over, pull the thread underneath, wrap it around so you're catching this part of the front right there. Give it a second wrap. Take that off. Okay, take your fingers, wet a little bit, pull it back, Make sure you got all the stem off. Okay, and then just tie it in. If you don't have it all, grab it all. Okay, and what I want to do is straighten this up. I want to tie that. Get that little piece hanging over. Let's get rid of that. Right there. You want a whip tie. Nice and tight. Fix some bead cement. Okay, give that bead cement a couple seconds to dry. Now that's a nice pattern. You want to do it in all different kinds of patterns, or all different kinds of colors. You want to keep this so you have a light color for dark days and dark color for light days. You can brush it up right here. Now what I'm looking for is I want to make sure my lines are pretty even, and this is okay. And I want to see if any hairs are caught in between. If they are, I'm just going to take out my dubbing needle and just flick them up. So pull them out of there. And once I know I'm okay with it, I'm happy, I'm just going to tease it up a little bit. In fact, my next couple of videos is just going to be going back to the basics. Okay, and the last thing I like to do on mine is blacken in that head and blacken in the front of the hook. And there you go. Nice woolly booger. Right there. So next, maybe I'll do a couple variations on this for a couple videos. But I hope you found this one nice and easy. This is a must for your fly box. And I'll be looking forward to fishing him this spring. Thank you. Have a good day.
Hey, it's Charlie Cricket back here again. I hope you enjoyed that video. That sure was a lot of fun. Go ahead and if you liked it, make sure you hit that like button up there in the corner. And if you really like it and you want to subscribe to the channel, just hit that subscribe button up there too. You'll get notifications when new videos are coming out. And there's also the Fun with Flies website. A lot of the videos are on there. We're adding new stuff to there every day. So I want to thank you for watching and you have a good day. Goodbye.